given that r equals 1 over x plus q, express x in terms of q and r. So at the end, I want x equals something, right? So I'm going to just write it out. Now, this is much more awkward, right? We're dealing with fractions here. So I'm going to put r over 1 and q over 1. Now, if I'm dealing with fractions, the easiest way when you deal with fractions is to get a common denominator. And the common denominator is going to be all the things underneath the line, right? Now, I don't have to put in the 1 a second time because the 1 is already included. So it's 1 in x. So 1 divides into this. So basically, what is r going to be multiplied by? So 1 into this will go x times, okay? So r is multiplied by x. So the way you think about it is this. You look what r is, you look what's underneath it, and it's definitely not going to be multiplied by the 1, it's always going to be multiplied by the other one. So what's this 1 multiplied by? Well, it's not by the x, it's going to be multiplied by the 1. And what's the q multiplied by? Well, it's not the 1, it's going to be multiplied by the x. Now what I can do is, when there's an equal sign in it, I can ignore the thing on the bottom. So what I've left with is rx equals 1 plus qx. Now I want to get x in its own. So the way to do it is I bring all the x's to one side. I'm going to factorize out the x. That brings the two x's into 1x. And to find x in its own, then I divide both sides by r minus q. They cancel out. So the answer is x is equal to 1 over r minus q. Now that's a very difficult question. Okay, so this is worth practicing and doing it a few times.